everybody, this is Gayle. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've not already done so. Well, I got back from Alaska a few weeks ago and I'm still working through some of the footage, but I got back and Fairy God Monster said, let's do a cake cookie collab. So I'm participating in that with her. But when I got back from Alaska, I had a little surprise waiting for me. And look, ta-da! I had shoulder surgery, which means this cooking challenge actually isn't going to be done by me. No, because that would be too easy. It's going to be done by hubby, who has graciously volunteered to be me, sort of, for this cooking challenge. Now, we're only using a box cake mix, which anybody can do a box cake mix. It's simple, but there's a few things you can do that will make it a lot tastier and a lot better. Now, I'm coming at this from the perspective of somebody who has done birthday cakes on up to full-size wedding cakes. Hubby's coming at this from the perspective of somebody who's
eat cakes.
Well, hubby. So, so let's get started, and I'll teach him and I'll teach you, and we'll all go through this together. What do you say? Let's go. Let's get started with the ingredients, shall we? Okay, over here in the very back, we have the 13 by 9 glass baking dish. We're using glass this time because what I'm trying to do is just do one easy cake. So, 13 by 9 glass right back there. We have the Betty Crocker Super Moist Butter Recipe Cake Mix. I love this. I think it really gives the best flavor of any kind of yellow cake mix that I've tried so far. But we're still going to doctor it up. Next up, we have the Betty Crocker Rich and Creamy Chocolate Cake Icing, because chocolate's my husband's favorite.
Yes, it is.
We have 1 cup of water, softened butter, and this has been sitting out for room temperature for about an hour, and we zapped it in the microwave for just a few seconds to soften it up. We'll talk more about that later. I have 3 eggs, which are also room temperature. That makes a difference in how the cake rises. We have vanilla bottle there, and we have candy corn, which we're going to use as decoration later. Now that we've said all of that, let's get started. Okay, first things first. Hubby, what do we need to set the oven on to cook?
Let's see.
And how long will it take to cook the cake? Those are the first 2 things we need to know before we do anything.
Okay. It says heat to 350 for a shiny or glass pan.
Okay, so we're using glass.
Glass, so 350.
It's 350.
Yep.
And how long does it take to cook?
Well, since we're doing, gosh, it's got several different options. We're doing a 13 by 9 pan, so we'll do 30 to 35 minutes. So.
Okay, 30 to 35 minutes, 13 by 9 glass pan.
Yep.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. All right, next up, let's look at the mixer. I have a freestanding KitchenAid that I've had for years and love. The attachment that we want to use for this, it comes with 3. And so the attachment we're using today is a whisk. We're going to go ahead and remove the bowl from the mixer.
It's down.
Okay.
Yeah. We got
okay. So at this point, what we're going to do is go ahead and open up the cake mix. Just leave that off for a second. It's okay.
All right.
We'll go ahead and open up the cake mix and start dumping the ingredients in.
Woo-hoo. This is where I spill.
No, it's not. No, don't you dare.
Try not to.
Right, Tomlin? He better not spill it. Yeah. Tomlin is my service dog. He helps me with lots of things. You saw him in several of the Alaska videos. I think he's a little confused by you cooking this, John.
It'll be all right. Don't be afraid. All right. Well, leave the directions where I can see.
Cake mix is in the bowl. Next
Okay.
up, you're going to want to add your liquid ingredients,
Yeah.
which is going to be your butter and your eggs.
All right.
All right, so now we are going to crack open all the eggs into the bowl. You're doing so good.
Try to keep the shells out.
You dripped a spot.
I'm working on it.
Okay, fine. Yay, 3 eggs. Very good.
Yay.
Now what we're going to do, I like to doctor this up a little bit. So we're going to add half a teaspoon of vanilla.
Half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon. Okay. Clunk.
And so you've got this measures. I ordered this from a friend of mine that does Pampered Chef. And it's a great little gadget. You can measure half whole just by sliding this up. So now I'll mess it up for you now. So here, move this back to the half.
All
and
right,
do the
back to half.
Yay! Half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon of vanilla.
Yep.
Yes.
So whisk that all together with your fork. Get those eggs nice and scrambled. All right. Next up, we're going to put the mix back onto the mixer after we dump all of our wet ingredients right in it. So,
okay. Dump.
Bowl.
All right.
Pour in the wet ingredients first.
Wet ingredients.
Which those are room temperature. And now we need to add the butter.
Butter. Do I need to cut it in half or just dump it?
Is it?
It's one lump. I'll cut it in half.
How warm is it? Okay, good.
Yeah,
I'll cut it into pieces.
Okay.
And add your, go ahead and put this on the mixer. Go ahead and put the bowl, set the bowl on the mixer. And get it all fixed up with a whisk.
Ooh, look, it
just,
up.
yeah. Oh, it does. That's so nice. Put the thing on there.
I'm working on it.
And start turning it just on low. Let me come around here and show the settings on the mixer.
Good, because it doesn't say low.
Okay, low would be stir or 2. Medium is going to be 4.
Okay.
And now slowly add in the water. Kind of get it all mixed up there a little bit. There you go. Now, pause the mixer and lower the bowl, because what you're going to do is you're going to scrape the sides and the bowl, up and bottom of the bowl.
Okay.
And you're going to get the stuff out of the whisk there, so knock that out. Always nice to have this rubber spatula. Makes life easier. All right.
All right.
Let me see how it looks. Everything nice and moistened?
No.
Okay, we'll keep stirring until everything is kind of moistened there. You don't want to have any kind of flour pockets like I see on the side. The package said to mix it for how long? Was it 2 minutes?
Yes.
Set that thing up to medium speed, which is what we said earlier, which will be about 4. And okay, Google, set timer for 2 minutes.
Okay, time's up.
Okay, Google, cancel timer. What you gonna do next? Take a guess.
Oh, it said grease the bottom only of the pan. Oh, hey, I saw this on Gordon Ramsay. Let me try this. Hang on.
What are you doing? You're making me nervous.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
What are you doing?
He called it a knob of butter, but I think it's part of a stick.
No, you just spray it with Pam.
But butter is good. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
But
Quit worrying. It'll be fine.
this better be
my,
good, or
my
I'm gonna get
ideas
knocked out of
always
the
work. No, they don't.
What?
This will work out good. See, it's covering it nicely. And it'll be delicious and buttery.
Y'all might want to pray for this cake.
Okay. Yum. Butter is always the answer.
That was...
Alrighty.
Okay. So now all you have to do, hubby, is go ahead and dump the bowl and scrape everything out nicely. Remember, do not lick the cake batter off the bowl or the beater or anything like that, because you can't do that anymore.
Don't lick the cake batter, yes, before you pour it in the pan. Got it.
Don't lick it, period. You can't do that anymore.
Why not?
Because the health department says so.
There you go.
Just pour it in the pan and scrape it really good. Scrape the bowl out. Get all the goodness. You know the other reason for scraping the bowl out really, really good?
What is that?
It's easier to wash after.
Oh, that's I can get behind that idea.
Now spread that in the 9x13 baking pan, pushing it into the corners really well. There you go. You're doing good.
I want to start Gordon Ramsay do this too.
Make sure you tap it against the... Yes.
Yeah.
Tap it against the counter a few times. That gets the air bubbles out. So.
Okay. That's.
So we're going to put it in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean in the center. Oh, we're going old school with a digital timer on this one.
Oh, yes. That's the wrong button. Yeah.
Okay, Google, set timer for 34 minutes.
34 minutes. Starting now.
Okay, we'll just do it that way.
Ah, there we go. Okay, Google, cancel.
Okay.
Has he been sitting here the whole time?
Smells good, doesn't it, Puppy? All right.
Sorry, doggies don't get this kind of treat.
You got to back up? Now, I know it smells good, but you got to back up.
Tom went back. Good
All
boy.
right, good dog. All right. Oh, yeah.
Now, it may not be done, so we've got to test it with a toothpick. Did you get the toothpick out, honey?
I got it. Well, you can get it out. That looks pretty. It looks tasty.
But is it done?
Well, we'll find out. Hold on.
Okay, now it comes out. The cake is done when the toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean.
Clean as a whistle.
All right.
Woohoo!
Now.
Oh boy. Let's eat it.
No.
No?
No. You know what we do next?
Eat it.
No. Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing?
You pull it out of the oven as what you've done, and now you want to put it on the countertop. So take my little hot pads there, put one there, you go, and then set the cake on it.
Okay.
So now we come back in about half an hour.
Really?
Half an hour. And we'll make sure the cake is cooled. And if it's not cooled in half an hour, we're going to wait another half an hour.
You're killing me here.
I am not.
Yeah.
It's not cool yet. I don't know if that's going to help.
All right. Fine.
Okay, Google, cancel timer. All right.
Okay, let's...
You've got plates out,
Oh,
Mr.
I'm ready. I am so ready for
Mr.
this.
Optimistic. How cool is it?
Oh, it's real cool. It's
cool?
icy.
Ow! No,
Oh,
I'm kidding. It's cool to... Okay, it's cool to the touch.
Oh, it is cool.
You
That's
cannot do this until it's cool to the touch, because if you do, the icing will melt into a puddle.
But it'll run down
Because
the sides
this
and
is
be
in...
Okay.
Sean, okay. Because this is in a single pan, you've got a hump here in the middle of it. If this was a flatter pan where we were going to dump it out, we could cut the hump off. But if your cake has a hump in it and you ice this while this is warm, all of your icing will go toward the edges, and the top of it in the center will have none.
Oh.
Now,
Okay.
you got your slanted spatula.
I have a spatula, and I have my rich and creamy chocolate icing. Do I just plop it on here?
Pretty much. Now,
Oh.
let me say, I like since I've done cake decorating, I like a slanted spatula. You don't have to use this. You can use a regular rubber spatula. I just already had this, and I'm used to it, and I like it, so I'm going to make hubby do it.
Yeah, who is not used to it, and right.
Well, I've got one arm, so if you need to use something else, you can. I think you've got this.
Okay.
And we're not making this to be pretty, we're making it to eat.
Yeah.
And you may have a little bit of cake icing left over.
Okay, that's good. Can I eat it now?
No.
Oh.
to fight you for this. Go easy. You've got plenty of frosting there, I think.
The jar said this container does 1 13 by 9, so I've got to use all of it.
You do not.
Seriously
You do not have to. That's just okay. So we have a difference of opinion between cooks here. This is going to have plenty of chocolate on it.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Just spread it in nicely. That's all you got to do.
I feel like I'm doing this with a boat oar.
Maybe you are. You've got it. You're doing good.
Oh gosh, don't peel the top off. Stop. Oh gosh. Help.
All right, here's one that's smaller. So if you really want to do switch,
Give me that.
you can use.
Give me that. Jeez Louise.
What? I'm here. Just all you're kind of doing is you're just kind of pushing the icing. I know we're going to have to address that, but just kind of push the icing off into along the edges and the corners and so forth. And just kind of get it as smooth as you can get it. And this is almost impossible for me doing it left hand because I'm not used to doing it left hand. Why aren't you doing this part?
Because you're not giving me the spatula.
Oh, is that why?
All right. Okay.
Now, hold on.
What?
Before you do this, we've got crumbs. See that crumb right there?
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and kind of press that in right there where we kind of tore the cake a little bit. And we're going to be real easy. And that pretty much took care of the crumbs. Not perfect, but pretty good. What you want to do, if we were doing this and it was going to be for a event, let's say a church dinner or a wedding, I would take a paper towel and I would wipe those off to make sure we got the crumbs off. As it is, it's just for us, and I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, there you go. Keep on keeping on. He has gone ahead and frosted the top of this. Let me tilt it up so you can see what a nice job he did. Thank you. There he goes. So now he has, at this point, declared this done, except for some of the fall decoration.
Candy corn.
Normally I would also put pumpkins, but this store only had candy corn left late in the season.
So
just sprinkle it on.
Oh, sprinkle it on. Oh, sprinkle
Or
it.
carefully place it. This part is up to you. So however you want to do this top part is up to you.
All right. Well, we will sprinkle some on in a artistic fashion.
Artistic. Yeah. You were, oh no. Okay, we're good. Here, that's mine.
Okay.
Okay. I think that we
Yeah,
are ready for the part that you've been waiting for.
Yay!
Thank you for not dumping the entire bag on there. All right. The big taste test. Okay. He's cut it. Look how nice and tall the cake is. Nice and cake-like and fluffy. And he's fixing to do a taste test. How is it?
Oh, that's good.
There you go.
Oh, that's real good.
So, congratulations, hubby. You just made a cake from a mix and liked it.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Hubby, we're going to make sure we freeze part of this for later, right?
Freeze?
Yes.
No!
We're going to be slipping this in the freezer
come on.
in just a little while so we can eat on it for the next however many weeks. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so. And always hashtag be Bodacious. Don't let life or shoulder surgery get in the way of living. Bye. We invite you to check out the videos that are popping up on the screen, including our Trip to Alaska playlist and others.